Although meeting new people and developing romantic relationships can be really awesome, we can't help but fall in love with these beautiful, romantic anime that have friends slowly become lovers. These are some anime that you absolutely need to check out. Number 10. Tsuki ga Kirei. A fantastic coming-of-age romance tale, Tsuki ga Kirei is more about the growth of the characters alongside the growth of a romance, and that is really what sets it apart from the rest. We follow two junior high school students by the name of Akane and Kotaro that fall in love and start dating while struggling to maintain their relationship. We follow them from the early days of their relationship, first placed as classmates and put in charge of sports equipment, slowly getting closer and closer together. Alongside a few additional characters, we follow this young couple and their group of friends as they overcome many challenges in their life and become aware of how they are themselves and slowly starting to change. From different interests to problems at home, there's a lot to cover in this surprisingly mature and in-depth romance anime series. Number 9. Natsu no Arashi. A fantastic comedy series with an interesting supernatural twist. This anime will draw you in with its interesting core story, but the strong character developments will keep you wanting more. We follow Yasaka, a 13-year-old boy that is staying with his grandfather over the summer vacation. The story kicks off when he enters a shore one day and encounters Arashi, a beautiful 16-year-old girl working there. A man tries to grab Arashi and take her back to her family, but Yasaka steps in and defends her. The two characters run away and Arashi begins to live at Yasaka's grandfather's place. We soon learn that this is more than your ordinary human girl, and that Arashi has actually got a number of mysterious powers. Things really start to take a turn for the weirder when another girl appears out of the blue. With twists and turns at every corner, but some fantastic character development and design, and a really strong core romance, we really can't help but recommend this top-class anime romance series. Number 8. Girlfriend, Girlfriend. Starting off as recently as 2020, this manga series absolutely exploded onto the scene and has since turned into a number of highly successful anime series, with another season hopefully on the horizon. It follows the story of Naoya Mukai, and we follow Naoya and his new relationship with his childhood friend by the name of Saki Saki. The plot really begins to thicken when his classmate, Nagisa, also decides to be honest and confess her true feelings to him as well. This leaves Naoya in a very precarious spot. Naoya does care deeply for both of these girls, and decides to date them both at the same time. That's right, what an absolute legend. Considering the fact that he lives alone as his parents live elsewhere for work, both his girlfriends, Saki and Nagisa, decide to live with him. The series itself follows their daily school life, and the many challenges and difficulties that a love triangle relationship would encounter. Number 7. Little Busters. Starting off as a visual novel that drew in a lot of success across the PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, and now alongside multiple anime and manga adaptations. There's a lot of Little Busters content for you to look at, and it's an extremely dramatic but insanely romantic anime series that's set across a Japanese high school. And it follows a group of childhood friends, headed by Riki Naoe, as they decide to make their very own baseball team. As the baseball season rapidly approaches, Riki needs to recruit more girls in order to get ready for the big baseball game. As we start to meet a lot of these unique and interesting characters, we soon see that Riki bonds with them and personally starts to develop internal conflicts. There's a lot happening with this anime, from the high-stakes tension-filled baseball games to interesting character backstories and some fresh plot developments. It's definitely one that's had us hooked, and we recommend that you check it out. Number 6. Oregairu. Going into a more romantic comedy and a slice-of-life direction, this anime story is something of a very interesting tale of isolation and depression that really speaks to viewers at a very base level, and many other anime series just choose not to focus too much on these kinds of themes. Two loners, Hachiman and Yukino, are clashing personalities with a very different view of life, and they're brought together in a strange twist of fate. Hachiman is in a serious accident on the first day of school, and after returning from the hospital after a few weeks, he finds that relationship circles have been made and he's just been left out. Being outcast and alone is not easy for anyone, especially in high school, but the beautifully talented, wealthy, and smart Yukino takes a real liking towards Hachiman. The ice-cold beauty, as she's known around the school, opens up to him, and we start to see the beginning of a very interesting relationship blossom. A fun and interesting ride, where we see these complete polar opposites come together in a very strange and engaging fashion. Number 5. Sola. This blend of romance and the supernatural ensures that Sola is a mix of elements that is rare to come across in the anime world. Starting off as a very well-received manga, and then seeing moderate success as an anime series, Sola is seriously underrated, and it's something that you gotta check out for yourself. The story starts off with Yorito Morimiya, a young boy at high school. Taking pictures of the sky is one of his hobbies. One day, while taking pictures of the sunrise, Yorito comes across a strange girl. He helps her out and the two begin talking, but the girl mysteriously vanishes. The next day, Yorito is out taking photos again and meets the strange girl once more, and we learn a bit more about her. The plot thickens, and we soon learn that there is more to her than just an ordinary girl, but she's actually a strange, century-old creature that is being chased. Yorito takes pity on her and takes her back home and offers her a place to stay. Slowly, the two begin to develop a friendship that eventually turns into a heartfelt and charming romance. Number 4. Tada never falls in love. A brilliant romantic comedy series that has definitely aged very well. Tada Never Falls in Love actually manages to show us that literally everybody has the capacity for love, and that it can't help but find us eventually. The story follows Mitsuyoshi Tada, a young boy that has literally never experienced love in his life, kicking off with him taking photos of cherry blossom in full bloom when he comes across a beautiful transfer student by the name of Teresa from Europe. Teresa has lost her travel companion on entering Japan. Tada tries to be as helpful as possible and takes her to his grandfather's coffee shop. Teresa's companion arrives and we learn that she's actually staying in a hotel nearby. Teresa enrolls at Tada's school and is actually in the same class. They share a passion for photography and aim to become great photographers. With a lot of emotional weight, we learn that Tada's father was actually a great photographer that died in a car accident. The series itself focuses on the adventures of Tada and his friends, as well as the many complex and interesting relationships that are built up around the core cast of characters, with an extremely well done romance anime in between Tada and Teresa. Number 3. Plastic Memories. A brilliant comedy drama romance series that also maintains an interesting science fiction backdrop. Plastic Memories is a romance anime quite unlike anything else we've ever come across. Having seen a great deal of success as an anime, a manga, and even a video game series, we definitely recommend checking out this one and getting involved in the brilliant world of Plastic Memories. You'll be laughing, crying, and absolutely in love. Set in a city that is heavily based on modern-day Singapore and set in the future with humans living alongside androids. These robots look exactly like humans and even have human emotions and memories. We learn that the largest android company has created and released an extremely advanced android robot model that is the most human-like around the world. But every single one of these brand new androids has a predetermined lifespan. After their expiration date passes, they slowly begin to disintegrate, losing their memories and having outbreaks of violence. Sometimes these rogue androids break free and can't even recognize their owners. In order to find, capture, and bring these escaped androids back, the huge company hires teams of humans and androids to bring in these rogue androids. We follow a team of two, Tsukasa, the human, and Ayla, the android, as they go about with their work and start to build a relationship. Starting off as friends, but slowly fall in love. We learn that Ayla is also almost at the end of her android lifespan, push this anime series to really reach new heights. Number 2. Kokoro Connect. An extremely well-made romantic comedy series, with some nice supernatural elements. Kokoro Connect is largely a fun and awesome anime series that's gonna have you laughing and crying with its interesting cast of characters and its nice episodic nature. The series itself centers around 5 high school students that encounter a number of strange an inexplicable supernatural phenomena that forces them to reveal their deepest and darkest secrets, really testing the bonds that they have with one another. Although each episode is relatively self-contained, there's an overarching plot and a great sense of continuity as you really begin to see friendships tighten and slowly grow into something far more romantic. Starting off as a light novel, anime, and then a manga series, and even a video game, Kokoro Connect maintains a brilliant core concept that can easily translate across a number of mediums. This is a fantastic anime adaptation that we definitely recommend checking out.
海を渡る術を持たない僕たちはそこでただ佇む言葉を
A brilliant light novel series that saw a fantastic anime adaptation. The Great Passage is not your usual anime romance series. This is an anime that really sets itself apart in a number of interesting ways. We learn of the publication of a brand new dictionary by the name of The Great Passage. We follow Mitsuya, a salesman that is transferring into the dictionary section, a shy bookworm that really struggles to express his feelings, although he definitely tries to improve himself with the help of his friend Masashi, who actually thinks he's weird in the beginning, but slowly helps him to develop and helps him out as these two help to guide each other and give each other advice with life, love, and everything in between. A fantastic romance series with a lot going on. We're not going to tell you too much about it for fear of spoiling it, but The Great Passage is an anime romance series that you absolutely need to check out for yourself.